Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you all the turrets and how they work. I just wanted to do a more in-depth video of the last one that I posted, but I just don't own any of like the bug spawner things, so I can't show you guys how that works in creative mode. But anyways, let's get into the video. Alright guys, starting off we have the regular turret. This has been in the game for a while, so you probably already know how it works. But for those that don't know, it has a pretty fast firing rate, but it does medium damage, I'd say. Yeah, it has pretty far range, but yeah, this is just a standard one. It's pretty good. It's very consistent. It does a ton of knockback, so this is probably the one you're gonna use if you want a ton of knockback. But yeah, this is a great pick if you guys are just want to keep bugs away from whatever like capture point they're trying to get to. But yeah, this is a great pick. I'd have to give it maybe like a 7.5 out of 10. Yeah, it's just really good. It's not the best though, it's just depending on what scenario you're using, there's gonna be better ones. Next up we have the mini regular turret. Now this one is worse than it. I'd have to give it like a 6 or a 6.5. This one, it doesn't have as far range. It shoots slower, but I think it does less damage too. It might do the same, but yeah, this is just a worse variant of it. However, you can see it is smaller and it costs less coin. I think it costs half as much, so you can place a lot more. I don't know if it's actually better if you have two instead of just one of the regular turrets, but yeah, this one is good if you want to place it. Let's say the bugs are trying to get in here. If you just place a bunch here, it's going to be pretty good just because it has short range, but it's basically just the last line of defense if you are going to be using this. But yeah, like a 6 I'd give it. It's not the best. On to the next one. Alright guys, so this is the next one. I believe it's called like the motor or something like that. It shoots cannonballs. So this one, I think it does the most damage out of any of them, but I think it has the slowest firing rate. So this one is pretty good, but there's better choices. Because it shoots pretty slowly, I would recommend having a bunch lined up. If you just have one, it's not going to be very good. I'd recommend using the regular turret, but this one is still a great pick. I'd have to give it an 8 or an 8.5, specifically just if you have a bunch of them. They're insanely good. I would watch out though, if you have a bunch, don't place them too close or else they might blow up each other or even blow up themselves. But yeah, this one is a great pick. I'd give it like an 8. But yeah, on to the next one. Alright guys, this is the very last one. Sorry, I am sick, so if I sound a little weird, that's why. But yeah, this is the missile turret. If it wasn't clear in the name, it shoots missile out of it. It is 4. Kind of looks like a quad launcher from Fortnite. But yeah, it just shoots pretty fast. I think it shoots around the same speed as the regular turret. But this one is basically like a mix between the motor turret, motar turret, I don't know if I'm saying it right, and the regular turret. This does look really big, but I think it only takes up 1 block, which is very weird. I don't know how that works, but yeah, this is a really cool looking turret. This one is probably my favorite. It does blow up other things, and similarly to the motar turret. I don't know if I'm saying that right again, but yeah, this one might blow up other ones if they're nearby, but this one is a great pick. But onto the items now. Alright guys, I'm gonna try to be quick because these are gonna despawn. So starting off, we got the healing one. I'm just gonna pick these up because I don't want them to despawn. But yeah, so we got the healing one. It's kind of like the pellet gun. It costs 300 con to pull out, and it shoots 1 bullet. It doesn't, you can't actually pellet gun hop with it if you wanted to, but you can still double shoot. It costs 50. Yeah, you can see it despawned already, but it costs 50 to shoot, and it does give 50 to people. It might give them more, but I'm not sure. It does, if you double shoot, it still costs the 100 for those projectiles. It's just a quicker way of shooting. You can still build like the little minigun thing that people like to build, which is pretty cool. Also, a weird thing though that I've noticed is that they have a weird way of flying. It feels like they fly really slowly, but like gravity is still affected on them, but it feels like gravity isn't affected that much. So they just fly really weirdly. If you actually shoot them, you can actually pick up these darts back up and throw them. They don't have the little trail anymore. They are still pretty cool. I wish you could pin ride it with them. That'd be really sick. But no, you can't. These do look pretty cool. I do really like these designs are really sick, but this, I'd have to give it a 9 out of 10. It's really good. I forgot to rank the missile, but I'd have to give it a 9 or a 9.5 out of 10. It's definitely my favorite, but yeah, for the healing gun, I'd give it like a 9 out of 10. I mean, there's just no item like it, unless you give like a butcho or something, so when they eat it. This one is more consistent. I don't know, you might hit someone with the butcho, and you may sell the cotton. But yeah, on to the next item. Alright guys, see, it's the shotgun. You probably already saw me using it, but this is skin. It's not a new item, but yeah, it is pretty cool. I really like it. It works the exact same, and it makes a cool sound. Yeah, it sounds a lot different. It sounds kind of robotic-esque. It's kind of like the dagger reskin, how it sounds more cyberpunk-y. I don't really know the word for it, but yeah. I am going to be comparing it to the regular one. This is what the regular one sounds like. I am going to be doing a firing demo for all of them afterwards, so stay tuned for that. But you can see, it just looks really, it's way more detailed than the regular one, and I definitely like this one a lot more. I'd have to give this also a 9 out of 10. It's the orange and matches the bundle, and it looks really sick. On to the last item. Alright guys, so this one, it costs 500 cotton to pull out. I forgot to mention, but the shotgun also costs 500 to pull out. This one, it's already been in the game for a while, so you probably already know how it works. I just wanted to cover this because I haven't talked about it, and my Wi-Fi went out. I already made a video talking about that, but I just wasn't able to check out this item yet. So it's mainly used for, if you're in creative mode, you can just take down all the wood and crap. But as you can see, I'm in regular. You can't see, but I have a little cotton bar. I'm filming on the mobile app, so you can't see that. But when you pull this, usually it takes like 2 or 3. You can see it costs cotton 4, 3, 2, 100, and it's dead. So this is a great item. It does a ton of damage. If you're fighting a bunch of bugs, it 2 hits them, which I think swords 4 hit them. So it's way better. However, it does cost a ton of cotton to use. So if you're just trying to clear a bunch of stuff quickly, I'd recommend using this item. This does cost cotton to break pillows though, and the wood. But because you're in creative mode, you have infinite cotton, so if you're just breaking those, the wood places thingies, I don't know what they're called, the wood blocks, I guess, then this is definitely the best item to do that. That's the whole point of this, is just people wanted it to be able to break pillows and be able to use. So, yeah, this is definitely a really cool item. I'd have to give it an 8.5 out of 10. This is a great item. The design is amazing, looks really sick. Doesn't necessarily look like a chainsaw, but it is definitely really cool design for Yeeps, and it does have the orange that matches the bundle, which I really like. That's another reason why I included it in the bundle, or in the video. But yeah, on to the firing demo. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I spent a decent time on it. Again, I don't have the little bug thingy, so I can't show you how to use that in creative mode, but I hope you guys did enjoy. Hopefully I covered everything that was in the little turrets thing. I tried to give you guys the best description I could, but yeah, that's why I mainly did the firing demo, just so you guys could see if I got any information wrong on how quickly they shoot or how much damage they do or whatever. But yeah, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.